Hello, I'm Keith Hocton. It's the middle of the night here, and I can't sleep, so I've been thinking about a few things. A few months ago, I covered Rudyard Kipling on a podcast, and I started with his poem, If. And I've had a lot of listeners ask me specifically about that poem and what it means to me, so I thought I'd share these thoughts. Doesn't matter that it's 1 a.m. in the morning, does it? Kipling's If is like sitting down with someone wise who wants to tell you how to conquer life, not with brute force, but with grace, resilience, and character. It's a poem packed, I think, with the most amazing advice, almost like a life manual, if you like, disguised as beautiful verse. Kipling paints a picture of the kind of person we all aspire to be, calm in chaos, humble in victory, and steadfast in failure. He talks about meeting triumph and disaster as if they're old friends and treating them the same because, really, they're just illusions. Success isn't everything, and failure isn't the end. It's how you handle them that actually defines you. Kipling nudges you to stay patient when the world tests you, to keep going even when everything seems stacked against you. I think he reminds you not to get lost in anger or despair, no matter how tempting that might be. And then there's this amazing part about risk, throwing everything you have into something, knowing that you could lose it all, and being brave enough to start over without a single complaint. It's about resilience, pure and simple. The kind of strength that doesn't come from never falling, but from always getting back up. That's the important bit. What makes it so powerful is that it's not just about being strong, it's about being balanced. It's about standing tall in a crowd without losing your values and being at home with kings, but never forgetting your roots. It's a blueprint for living a life full of courage, humility, and unwavering integrity. And then, amazingly, Kipling wraps it all up with that unforgettable promise. If you can do all this, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. That's not just advice, it's a call to greatness. The poem doesn't just tell you what to do, it makes you want to be that person, to live up to that ideal. It's inspiring, timeless, and unforgettable. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise, if you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and, which is more, you'll be a man, my son. But you know what? It's actually not my favorite. I mean, I absolutely love it, but no, it's not my favorite poem of Kipling's. My favorite is The Two-Sided Man, and I'll tell you why. The Two-Sided Man is a masterpiece because it speaks directly to the duality we all carry within us, the tension between who we are and who we strive to be, between our wild, adventurous spirit and the grounded, steady part of our soul, It's a deeply human reflection, and I think Kipling actually captures it with simplicity and elegance, and that's what makes it unforgettable. The poem's actual magic lies in its ability to make us feel seen. Kipling doesn't just talk about his two sides, he actually shows them. And he never does this. But what he shows is that one side of him is the restless explorer, yearning for adventure and the unknown, the part of us that dreams big and craves risk. The other is the quiet homebody, finding beauty and fulfillment in simplicity, in the familiar comforts of hearth and routine. It's a struggle we all know, the pull between ambition and contentment, chaos and order, the new and the unknown. I think what makes it so compelling is that Kipling doesn't try to resolve this tension. Instead, he actually embraces it. He shows us that these two sides, rather than being in conflict, are actually what make us whole. I think the poem's beautiful because it doesn't preach. It reflects. It acknowledges the messiness of being human, of wanting everything and yet needing something simple. Kipling writes with a kind of quiet wisdom, actually inviting us to see ourselves in his words. It's not about choosing between the two sides. No, it's not about that. It's about living fully with both, letting them shape us into something greater. The two-sided man, I think it resonates because it actually feels like a bit of a mirror, reflecting the complexities of our inner lives in a way that is both intimate and completely universal. It's a celebration of contradictions. It's a love letter to the beautiful and perfect dance of being human. The two-sided man. Much I owe to the lands that grew, more to the lands that fed, but most to Allah who gave me two separate sides to my head. Much I reflect on the good and the true in the faiths between the sun, but most upon Allah who gave me two sides to my head, not one. Wesley's following Calvin's flock, white or yellow or bronze, shaman, juju or angel cock, minister, muk anuk, bronze. Here is health, my brothers, to you, however your prayers are said, and praise be Allah who gave me two separate sides to my head. I would go without shirt or shoe, friend, tobacco or bread, sooner than lose for a minute the two separate sides of my head. That, ladies and gentlemen, is my favorite Kipling poem. I absolutely love it. Thank you, really, from the bottom of my heart, for asking about the podcast and about the poems. It actually means the world to me because it shows that the podcast actually resonated with you. It made you think. It stopped you in your tracks. Honestly, hearing that people find it compelling is the highest praise that I could ask for. It's an absolute privilege to share these stories and ideas with you, and knowing that they sparked curiosity or made a connection makes all the effort so worthwhile. So thank you for listening and making this journey such an exciting and rewarding one. Bye for now.